It's The 10 Show with Bill Henley and Lori Wilson.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to The 10 Show. We'll meet an author juggling a writing career and high school. And still ahead, a 15-year-old author working on her fourth novel.
Okay, so we have a lot of authors here on The 10 Show, but none of them are quite like our next guest.
True. She has 3 published novels. She's won countless writing competition. And here's the kicker. She's only 15 years old.
Please welcome to The 10 Show author Sara Samarasinghe. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Wow! 3 books, 15 years old. When did this all begin?
Well, I started reading when I was 3.5, and then I started writing when I was 5. And then it worked on from like poems, short stories, and essays, and to novels.
And do you have that first thing that you wrote when you were 5?
The first thing I remember was my rendition of Cinderella, and I kind of changed it up a little because I couldn't really remember the story. But I have my copy still, so.
So what is your inspiration for the novels that you do write?
Well, I think it was really from reading a lot, and just because my parents always got me started on reading. They used to read to me when I was little. And then they got me started on writing, and I worked on from like short stories and stuff, and then I went on to novels.
Well, what's so interesting is a lot of young people write in school. I mean, you know, you get creative writing assignments or you have to write a paper, but not a lot of people take it from that to, hey, I want to get published. Like, was there someone that was an inspiration for you to do that?
Well, my dad really wanted me to write a book and get it published, and then I started to think that was a really cool idea. So then when I got the idea for my first book, Delana, that's when I thought, okay, maybe I can actually do this.
And before you sit down and write the book, do you have the whole story in your head, or are there some details maybe you haven't worked out just yet?
It really depends. Sometimes the characters will just say what they want to say, and then it just works on as the story goes on. But I will have like the general idea laid out, but not the whole story.
Tell me about Delana.
Delana is about a young girl who has been living in a mansion for her whole life with her family, and she's never really dealt with other people before, but then her parents get job promotions and they send her off to a boarding school, which is called Delana, and she has to deal with other girls there, and she learns really quickly how catty and malicious they are. So it's really tough for her at first to make friends, but she really learns how to deal with them.
And your latest book is dealing with some tough issues too that teens face.
Yeah, my fourth book is going to be called Broken Angel, and it's about a young girl who loses her father to the war in Iraq, and she's struggling with her grief and just trying to overcome it. And she starts distancing herself from her friends and things she used to care about a lot, like cheerleading. And then she's really struggling with moving on, and her mom's not doing well either. So then she starts to make new friends, but they come along with bad decisions regarding substance abuse. And she discovers meditation along with her mom, and then they kind of discover that, and it helps them move on.
Wow, do you meditate?
Yeah, I used to a lot when I was younger.
Really?
Now I'm getting back into it.
That's so, it's so amazing. Like when it comes to sitting down writing versus doing homework, I mean, how do you balance those two?
Well, homework and schoolwork comes first.
Of course.
But when I have the time, I'll start writing.
Do you want other teens to learn from your works of fiction?
Depending. Some things I really don't want them to learn from, like how mean people can be in school. And it's just because I know a lot of people have to deal with that, and it kind of brings you down a lot when there's people who just like won't leave you alone. But there are some really good things, like just being strong through really tough times, whether it's in school or if you lose a parent or you're just struggling in general, then it kind of helps you escape from that and look at other people's lives and help you move on from your struggles.
And where can we get these books? Can we go to any bookstore and get them? Do we get them online?
They're available online, Barnes & Noble, Amazon, and you can get them for order at Barnes & Noble bookstores.
Sara Samarasinghe, many good books in the future, no doubt. We can't wait to read the books you've brought us and look forward to your next novels.
Gotta love high school. That's another one. This one's going to my knees. Thank you so much
Thank you,
for being
Sara.
here.
Pleasure to meet you.